What's going on, guys? It's Eric here from Dose of VT, bringing you guys another video. So, as you can see right now, right here is the 11 11-inch iPad, the brand new one. Face ID, obviously, there is no home button on this sucker at all. So, I also have the 12.9-inch second generation iPad. So basically, I just want to compare both of these, show you guys exactly what is refined in these, and basically what is completely different. So if we start here at the bottom, so on this one we have the USB Type-C connector now instead of Lightning, with two speakers. On the previous version you have two speakers and the Lightning adapter. Obviously on the front of the screen you can tell that this screen is a lot bigger and this one has bezels. Then if we move to the side, the right side of the iPads, you can see that there is nothing besides the volume buttons on both of these. Still at the very top, there's nothing in between besides the new one. As you guys can see, like right here where my thumb is, that is the new connector for the Apple Pencil. It is magnetic, so it's a quick like hard like snap, basically, is what you're hearing. I probably shouldn't say snap, that's a bad word. Basically a hard like clicking noise for when it connects, and it's pretty strong too. Then on this side, obviously on the old iPad, you have the 3-pin connectors for like the keyboard and stuff like that. Then on the new one, there's just, I believe that's some type of IR something in there, I'm not 100% sure. Then at the very top, basically the same thing. And also a good note, this does not have the headphone jack like the old iPad. They got rid of the headphone jack, so now the iPad doesn't have a headphone jack, which is fantastic because of the people that probably used the headphone jack on an iPad. Was probably a lot of people, I would have to say. Maybe some people don't, but I feel like if you bought the big iPad, I imagine that you would want to have headphones because you would probably be using it to watch TV and stuff late at night. If you were allowed to have the TV on or whatever it may be in your situation, then both iPads have the sleep and awake button up top, then obviously dual speakers. But it is insane. As you guys can see, this is the 12 right here, the gold. You can see it has rounded corners, and now with the new iPad, it is a lot thicker and has more of that straight line finish, which is really nice. I prefer the new one a lot better. I got this one in space gray, so it looks a lot better, I think. I definitely like the bigger screen and all that. Basically the 11-inch iPad fits inside the 12. If you were to go for the 12, you would basically have the same screen. The bezels of the iPad are just shrunk in, so basically you would still have this iPad, but with the bezels shrunk, so it'd still be the same size, a little bit smaller, but not by much. So if you're a type of person that uses their iPad as their computer, definitely go with the 12.9-inch. For basically more room on the screen, stuff like that. But if you actually use your iPad as a tablet and use it to just jot down notes or just play some small games and have it to where it's more of a comfortable feel to do things, then definitely go with 11, and it's cheaper too. So, I mean, obviously money is a thing. They're both very expensive. This one that I currently have is a 64GB one, and it's about, I think, $799 it retails for. And then obviously if you go up in gigabytes, the more you get. The base model of the 12.9-inch is $999 at 64 gigabytes. It only goes up from there. I think if you max it out to a terabyte on the 12.9, you're looking at like $1,700, which is basically like buying a MacBook without having a keyboard. But you get the Apple Pencil and other features, and you can get the keyboard. So basically, it could be a win-win in that situation for you. But I mean, it's up to you and how much money you really want to spend, and obviously size. Obviously I don't have two of the same sizes, but the 11-inch is the exact same size as the one previous. It's just the screen just got bigger, the bezels got shorter, so the footprint are basically the same, maybe millimeters difference, but overall exactly the same. Screen is obviously better now on the new ones than it was previously. The screen is 120 hertz. Obviously on the camera you wouldn't be able to tell how good it is in person, so I'd go to like a Best Buy or the Apple store and actually test it out. Honestly, I like the new one. I like basically the thinner bezels and stuff like that, but I mean, it's up to you if you want to spend the money to buy something like this. I mean, the second generation iPad, which is my white one here, is definitely still worth it. I mean, if you're trying to save some money and still have great quality features, definitely go with the last year's version if you don't want to break the bank and stuff like that. A good thing to note is if you do have the Apple Pencil from the previous version, it does not work on the new version. That's why they created a new one. And plus, you couldn't even charge it anyways. I mean, granted, you probably could charge it using the little connector that comes with the Apple Pencil in the box, but it still wouldn't work. Just to let you guys know, like, you have to buy the new iPad and the new Apple Pencil if you want to use the Apple Pencil on the iPad. So that's a good thing to know. The new Apple Pencil is $130, so it's $30 more than the previous version, obviously because it's magnetic. The simple connecting factor and stuff like that, and it's Apple. Obviously they're going to make something more expensive because it's newer. It's just them. That's how they make buku money off of what they do. But basically, just comparing these two, obviously the new one is a lot better, a lot faster. If you're wanting the greatest and the best, definitely buy the new one. But if money's a problem, definitely go with the last year's version because the price is knocked down. And you can probably find it cheaper, especially around the holidays and stuff like that. But if you guys have any questions, please let me know down in the comments. But please like and subscribe. Peace, guys.